So, how do we link to things in Smart Notebook? I'm going to go over how to link web pages, how to link audio, how to link to other pages within your notebook file, and how to link external files as well. This can come in handy, especially if you're a floating teacher and you have everything that's on your H drive, but you don't always have time to open everything when you're logging into the computer going from one classroom to the next. So you can link a lot of things to a Smart Notebook presentation. So first and foremost, let's talk about linking a web page. You can do a couple things. One, you can simply link by address, and then I'm going to discuss the differences between a corner icon and an object. So to simply link to a website, you can go to your external browser. So I am in um, Chrome right now, I think. And I can go to the website that I want. So if this is the website that I want, I simply click and drag to highlight the web address. I'm going to copy paste it. So Control C, copy, or I can right click and do copy. And now when I'm back in Smart Notebook, I can Control V for paste. I know it's V, that's weird, or paste. And now, as you can see, you have the web page, the address, and you have this little icon in the corner. That's the world. And if you're in your middle of your presentation, you can just click on that world, and it's going to open up into your default browser, and it's going to go straight to that web page. So as you can see here, it's opening up the Notre Dame web page. So you can easily link web pages. You can also link web pages to images. So for instance, if I wanted to link to Bishop Lynch, I might find a picture of a school. Looks like a lot of these are just school related. Chocolate. Let's go here. I'll click on a pencil. All right. So the pencil is now my object. And I want this to go to the Bishop Lynch webpage. So as I have selected this object, if I click on the down arrow and I go to the word link, there's a couple options. So on the web page, I'm going to type www.bishoplynch.org, and you choose, do you want it to click, or do you want to launch it when you click on a corner icon, the little world, or do you want to launch immediately when you click on that object? So if you touch anywhere on that shape, it'll go straight to that website. So I'm going to do corner icon to show you what that looks like. I'm going to say OK. So you'll notice, no matter how small or big I make this shape, I have this little corner icon. There's the world. When I hover over it, or if I'm at the smartboard and I touch that world, it's going to take me to the Bishop Lynch webpage. All right. If I don't want the corner icon, I'm going to go drop down arrow link. I'm going to say I want to click when I touch the object. Gives you a better contact field. Click OK, and now you'll see that when I hover my mouse or my finger, as it would be on the smart board itself, over, it becomes now a clickable link. So here it's just the arrow for the cursor, and here now it's a clickable link. And now when I click anywhere on the pencil, it takes me to the Bishop Lynch webpage. You can also link audio. So I use this a lot in German class. I use the face pictures. And so I have a face, usually the happy face, on the board. And the students know when there's a happy face on the board, that means we're going to have to listen and repeat to things. So you can link to saved audio on your computer. Do that by taking your image or your object or your shape and clicking on the down arrow, going to link, and, oh, sorry, go to sound because we're doing audio now, sorry. Link to sound. So if you have an external microphone, you could record sound right now to link to it. I save my MP3 files for German. So here's the MP3 for that part of our book. I click on it, and once again, I can choose corner icon or object. I always like object because those corner icons, they're sometimes hard to click on. So object, attach sound. And now, I'm not sure if this is set up on this computer. Oh, it's not because it's hooked up to the smartboard. But when I click on this, it will go to the sound. And if I click again, it'll stop. So, how to link sound. Um, you might consider there are free things like LibriVox. LibriVox is a great way, especially for English teachers, to get. I think I'm spelling this LibriVox. I think that's how they spell it. I'm not sure. They're public domain MP3s made by volunteers, so basically like an audiobook. So you can find sonnets and poems and things of that nature. But you just have to make sure that you have your files downloaded first. You can also link to other notebook pages. So let's say I wanted, here, I'll just see if there's something that says home. What looks like home? Here, I'll use this little house with sticks. So let's say in my presentation, every time I see this picture, it'll take me to my home or my first page. So to make this link to that original first page, select the object, click the down arrow. We're going to go to link, and now we're going to go to page in this file. And now I'm going to select what page do I want for it to go to. So the first page, the last page, so whatever page I want it to go to. And if I click on maybe object or corner icon, and then I say OK, now in the middle of my presentation, if I click on this house, it's going to take me to the previous page or whatever page I linked it to. So you can link to other notebook pages. The last thing you can also do is you can link to a file. So let's say you're floating and you want to, on this particular one, let's actually do a text. I want to go to I'll call it the homework sheet. So if I want to open up the homework sheet then and there for students to look at, it can be text, it can be an object. Make sure I'm the select tool. I'm going to select this object, which is text. And when I do that, I'm going to click on the down arrow. And now that I'm in the down arrow, I'm going to click link. And I'm going to say file on this computer. So do I want a copy of the file? Do I want a shortcut to the file? Let's let you see what it looks like as a copy. Shortcut should be fine as long as you're logged in to your account. I'm going to browse. Let me just quick find something here. Please don't mind the mess of all of my crazy fun folders here. Let's link to homework. Let's see, let's say this is homework, the math problem. Okay, so if I click OK, you'll notice here in the corner there's a little paper clip. So if I'm in the middle of my presentation and I say OK, and your homework, don't forget, blah, 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 here we go. I click on it, and now it's going to link to a sample of it. So this is not the actual document, but you're going to say, oh, this is what it looks like. So it's going to open, and this is a Word file, so it opened in Word. So you can link to files. So that's just a little bit about linking in Smart Notebook 14.